Hi and welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the Trinordic camping mat. Now Trinordic as a brand is a well-known brand for making good quality products but without the high-end price tag. Trinordic is also a brand that's into the environment, and a good example of that is they have a pledge at the moment that for every one of these mats that they sell, they will plant a tree. So personally, I think that is a fantastic idea. Now, taking a closer look at the mat itself, starting with the outer bag that it's in. This bag is a waterproof bag. It's also a drawstring bag. Now, when we look at the size of the bag, if I say give you a comparison, say next to a 330 ml can or a 500 ml bottle, it gives you an idea of how big this bag is, but also it will give you an idea obviously how big the sleeping mat will be when it's rolled up inside. Now, looking at the specs for this mat, the tech specs are as follows. It says it's a ultralight sleeping mat, and it weighs in at around 560 grams. Now, if you remove the bag, obviously it's going to be closer to 500 grams, so it's not very heavy at all. The color of the mat is the same as the bag, which is a forest green, and I believe that's the only color it comes in. The material which the mat is made out of a 40D nylon with a TPU coating. So 40D nylon is not only strong, but it's also light, so it's perfect for a camping mat. And a TPU coating, well, basically a TPU coating is a coating which is put on a product, i.e. the camping mat in this case, and that adds durability, flexibility, and it also adds waterproofing. Now, looking at the size of the mat, the dimensions, the length of this mat is 188 centimeters, which is about 74 inches in length. The width is 58 centimeters, so about 23 inches in width. And depth-wise, or the thickness of the mat, is around 5 centimeters or 2 inches. So looking at the length, basically at 188 centimeters, if you are someone with a height of up to 6'1", this mat will definitely be long enough for you. A width of 58 centimeters or 23 inches. Most mats are between 20 to 25 inches. So 23 inches, I think, is a good compromise, somewhere in between. Now, the thickness of the mat being 5 centimeters or 2 inches, some of you might think, that's not very thick. Is it going to be comfortable? Well, what I can tell you is that just because a mat is a lot thicker, it doesn't always mean you're going to get a more comfortable sleep. In a lot of cases, not all, but in a lot of cases, it's more the design of the actual mat than the thickness of the mat. Now, I know for a fact, which I will show you in a minute when I inflate this mat, that this mat has like hexagon shapes on the mat, and that is designed to help weight distribution, therefore giving you a more comfortable night's sleep. So as I said, as far as comfort goes, sometimes it could be more about the design of the mat than actually the thickness of the mat. Now, looking at the R value, now the R value basically tells you how warm the mat is, obviously with regards to the insulation in the mat. Now, this has an R value of 1.8, so this would be classed as a 3-season mat, which is ideally suited to warmer times of the year. This mat can be used in cooler times of the year as well, and this mat could probably quite comfortably keep you warm enough for temperatures down to say 5 degrees or 42 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's not a bad R value. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this mat inflated. I'm going to show you the mat a bit more in detail, and I'm going to give you a little bit more information with regards to this Trinordic camping mat. I'll bring you back in a minute. So welcome back. Now, when it comes to inflating your camping mat or camping pad, there's 3 ways you can do it. First of all, you could just blow straight into your camping mat or pad and inflate it that way. However, I really wouldn't recommend doing it that way, for the simple reason, if you inflate your camping mat or pad by blowing straight in, what you're doing is you're forcing warm air into your camping mat or pad. Now, in that warm air, there's going to be moisture. When moisture then gets inside this mat or pad, it's going to attract bacteria, and then eventually that bacteria could turn into mold. And the last thing you want is mold inside your camping mat or pad. Also, if you get mold inside your mat or pad, it's definitely going to reduce the longevity of your camping mat or pad. The other option you have to inflate your camping mat or pad is by getting one of these, and that is known as either an air sac or an inflation bag. And basically all you do is you just connect your inflation sac or bag to your camping mat or pad like so, and then all you do is just add some air in there, roll the bag down. This will then force air into your camping mat or pad, so it'll then inflate nicely that way for you. Or your third option is you can buy one of these, which is a small little pump. You pop a connection on the end. This then obviously then connects to the valve on your camping mat or pad, and you can inflate it quickly that way. Personally, this little pump is my preferred choice. But anyway, those are your 3 options. Now I'm going to quickly inflate this camping mat for you. So I'm going to speed this part of the video up, and then I'll bring you back. So here's the camping mat all inflated. Now the first thing that I'll notice with this mat is how light it is. Also, the feel of this mat definitely feels well made, good quality. Now, going on to the length of this mat, as you can see, this is a nice long mat. And as mentioned earlier in the video, if you're someone up to the height of 6'1", this is definitely going to be long enough for you. Now, with regards to the width, which I said was about 23 inches, I believe, in width, it's more than wide enough if you're someone that likes to turn during the night. I personally am a restless sleeper, so I'm on my back, then I'm on my left, then I'm on my right. So having this width is definitely great, and it gives you enough room so that if you roll over, you're not falling off the mat. Now, talking about the comfort of the mat, it's definitely nice and soft. It actually has a nice balance between firm and soft. Now, as you can see, these hexagon shaped pockets which are on the mat, I had mentioned those earlier. These are filled with air, so that then helps weight distribution, which is going to help you have a nice comfortable night's sleep. So yeah, looking at these more closely, they definitely look well designed, and definitely look like they're going to give you a good night's sleep. So let's have a look at those. Now, one thing I do notice on this camping mat, it comes with a pillow attached, which is fantastic because most mats or pads don't come with a pillow. So save yourself buying a camping pillow, or if you want to just cut down on weight, obviously you've got one here already, so you inflate the base up in the pillow, you're ready to go. Obviously you can still go and buy an extra pillow if you want, but the fact is that it comes with a pillow as well, inflated pillow. I think that's fantastic. So that is the mat. As I said, a nice, lightweight, well-made mat, definitely soft enough. Bonus pillow, can't be bad. So anyway, I'm going to deflate this mat now, and then I'm going to bring you back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this mat. See you in a bit. So welcome back for the final time of this video. So my final thoughts on the Trinordic camping mat. Well, in a nutshell, I think it is a fantastic camping mat and it ticks so many boxes. You know, in no particular order, it's light, it's big enough, it's well made, it's definitely soft enough, it's waterproof. It has a decent R rating. It has an attachable pillow, which is a bonus. You know, it just ticks so many boxes. Now, the burning question is how much does this Trinordic camping mat cost? Now, over here in the UK, you can buy this mat for between 30 and 40 pounds. Now in other countries, obviously, it might be more, it might be less. Normally it's around the 35, 37 pound mark. But as I said, if you do some research, you will see it being sold for, on an average, between 30 to 40 pound. Now, when it comes to the inflation of this camping mat, it doesn't come with an electric pump and it doesn't come with a sort of air sac or inflation bag. You would have to buy one of those separately. However, you can buy an air sac or inflation bag quite cheaply. Trinordic do their own for around £15, I think it is. So even if you couple that with the price of this mat, you're going to be spending around the £50 mark in total. So personally, I think for a good all-round camping mat, I think that is great value. So what is the final answer to the question of, is this the best budget camping mat? My answer would be maybe not. However, I think it's definitely one of them. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please give this video a big like if you've enjoyed it. Please leave a comment. I always read the comments and I will always reply. Also, please subscribe to the channel. If you've enjoyed this video, why not go and have a look at some of my other videos. But a big thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.